Okay, hello everyone. Today is an updated wash day. Um, Sort of kind of a step-by-step of what we're doing to Leilani's hair. I've already taken down this side. We're gonna do a wash and a detangle and just put it back in her two plaits. So I'm taking down her hair, and the way that I do it is I start from the bottom and I gently separate the strands, and as I'm separating the strands, any shed hair I just pull out and roll in my hand and collect it. Leilani, why are you making that face?
You're being super silly.
I'm being silly.
Yeah, why are you recording this? No one needs to know our business.
Oh, no one needs to know our business. Needs to
know our business.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, everyone wants to know how I wash your hair. They ask me all the time what I do. So
because they love me. Is that why?
Maybe, I don't know.
Because I'm a unicorn.
So she has a tangle right here. So instead of ripping it out, I'm just gonna gently separate it. Turn your head toward the sink, and then I'm going to just. There's another one. She has a lot of tangles, so I just pull it out, like, not pull it out, but I just take my finger and rub it against it so it can come out. Any shed hair can come out. Since it's been about a week.
A week?
And then turn your head toward the sink. She's very tender-headed, and there's another knot, so try to be careful separating it. And when we get to the top here, turn your head more. When we get to the top here, it's very tangled. So what I do is I gently keep your head toward the sink. I gently separate with my fingers, like a kind of a gentle massage, so that it causes the least amount of pain. And then I, as gentle as I can, just keep your head turned, and then kind of separate it like this. Make sure that the braid is no longer connected. Turn your head.
Are you posting this on YouTube?
And then, no, I don't know. I'm just recording it for the future. And then, so making sure it's all separated. And then, now, excuse you, now, I'm going to take it and kind of like, Leilani, lean forward a little bit, like toward the sink. Okay, so now she has some shed hair, so I'm just kind of separating her braid, kind of like you would a braid out, and just separate the hair. Hi, Leo.
Something is bothering the
Oh, what happened, Leo?
Leo.
Here.
He wants to be in the camera.
Okay, so then you kind of like separate the strands like that. And then I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. And make sure all her shed hair is not in anymore. Then we're going to go over to the sink. We're going to wet her hair. And then we're going to put the shampoo in. Okay, now we're about to wash her hair. Leilani is very afraid of water getting in her eye. You can scoot down a little bit. Yeah. Alright, is that better for your neck? So I'm testing the water on my arm. And making sure it's not too hot. So you want it to be warm. Actually, at first, it's kind of best to cool or rinse with cool water. Cool water rinses the best, but we're trying to penetrate her scalp so that she'll have the most clean hair.
Yeah, maybe.
And turn your head the other way. And so I'm just wetting the front gently. And this water is a little warm, so I'm going to make it a little cooler. Okay, so that should be cool enough. So now I'm just going to drench her hair. Keep your head in the middle, sweetie. I'm going to drench her hair now with water. And I'm going to rinse out all the residue I can rinse out from her previous wash day. And any moisturizing that I had done. Turn your head toward me. And remember to be quiet because I want everyone to be able to hear me. And they can't hear me if you're making a lot of noise. Turn your head the other way. I don't know, sweetie, but that's not why we're doing this. This is an informative video because a lot of people ask me all the time how and what I put on your hair. And so this is a quick wash day. This is not a lengthy one like I do sometimes. Turn your head this way. Like once a month I do the longer one where it takes maybe an hour and a half of washing. Turn your head toward me. Turn your head toward me. And so I'm just wetting her hair and getting in there really good. I'm massaging her scalp, trying to release any residue. Turn your head in the middle that was there. Raise your head up and turn your head toward the camera so I can rinse the back. So now I'm just getting the back. Turn your head toward me again so I can rinse the back. Just rinsing the back right here. Really good. Making sure I massage. That hurts.
My neck.
Your neck. Scoot back a little bit. Not there. No. That way. More. That way. How'd your neck feel?
I meant that the skin was like going.
Oh, I'm sorry. Now I'm taking it and I'm spraying and trying to use a little water pressure to clear her hair a little bit more. This wetting it really well helps to release any residue so that when it's time to use the shampoo can do its job better. So I'm going to do this and then I'm going to come back and show you guys how I wash her hair. Okay, so now I'm going to keep your head in the middle. I'm going to put some, this is not Selsun Blue. This is just some dandruff shampoo. I put in here to make it easier because I have a huge container of it. What's wrong?
I felt like when that was just like that, I felt like it was
getting your eye. It's not. So I just took I took some of the dandruff shampoo that I had from the huge container and put it in here, so it's easier to use. But it's an anti-dandruff shampoo. After I use this, I'm going to use a more moisturizing shampoo. But with this, I can get out the most of the dandruff. Because Leilani has bad dandruff like me. It recently became an issue maybe a year ago. She didn't used to have dandruff, but I started to get dandruff, I believe, around this age too. Like the more hair I got, I don't know. But it hasn't affected her hair growth. As long as we clean it properly and moisturize it properly, then so I'm focusing on her scalp right now. I'm not really worried about her ends. Whenever I rinse the shampoo, her ends will also get clean. So I'm kind of just trying to distribute. Leilani has a lot of hair. It's thick, but it's not like horribly thick. It's thick, but it's not like so thick. My hair is really thick, and I have to fight with it a little bit more than I do Leilani's hair. But Leilani's hair is thick enough. So now I'm distributing the shampoo. I'm just distributing it, making sure that it's everywhere. And then now I'm taking my fingertips and I'm massaging her scalp with my fingertips in kind of like circular motions to kind of get her follicles woken up so that they can release any dirt, any buildup. And making sure that I'm adding some water as I need to get it, keep it soapy. The first time, it's not gonna get as soapy because it's a lot of buildup in there. So that's what I'm doing. Just, my nose is itching. Just getting the buildup loosened, and then I'm gonna rinse it, and then I'm gonna add more shampoo, more dandruff shampoo, and then the second time will really make a difference. And I asked her too, like if she has any spots that are itchy, so that we can kind of make sure we focus on those too. Because she has so much hair, it's hard to, I can't really see that well. So I'm gonna rinse this out. And then I'm going to add more shampoo, and then I'll come back. So I've rinsed that one out. Now I'm gonna add some more. And I'm adding a lot because Leilani has a lot of hair, and it's very important that we use enough shampoo to get it clean. So gonna get the bottom, the sides really well, and then make sure it's in the middle and around. See, this one's soaping up a lot faster and a lot easier because there's less debris and residue in our hair. So we just take our fingertips and massage really good. Turn your head that way. And then, you know, make sure that we're loosening up the buildup and waking up the follicles, so that this also stimulates hair growth when you massage the scalp versus using, you know, your nails in the middle, sweetie. And so I'm just, there's way more lathering with this one because the hair is getting cleaner. The more soapy your hair is without as much effort, that's you know, that is where you know your hair is getting clean. Now make sure you get the middle of the scalp, and, you know, just really get in there. Turn your head the other way, and make sure that you're focusing on the scalp. Shampoo is for the scalp. Turn your head, and then that's what I'm doing. So now I've done that. Seems like it's getting clean. I'm rinsing. I'm being very careful not to get in her eyes. She's very, very scared of water and soap getting in her eyes, so I have to be very careful. Leilani, turn toward me. So, you know, I'm gently rinsing. Turn toward me more. And making sure I'm turning toward me more. Making sure I'm getting back here too. I'm using my fingers for that. Turn your head the other way. Same thing over here. Rinsing it all out. After I'm done rinsing, I'm going to add another shampoo, but one that is a little more moisturizing. You don't have to do exactly what I'm doing, but this works for her, especially on quick wash days. Turn your head in the middle. Where her hair is dirty, but it's not like extremely dirty where we need to take a bunch of time on it. So now I'm going to add some herbal essence. It has rose hips in it. And then I'm going to shampoo with this, and then I'm going to come back, and then I'm also going to shampoo with this. So when I come back, I'm going to be rinsing it out. Okay, now quickly, I'm going to add just a little bit of this Aussie shampoo. And because her hair is pretty much clean, just adding a little bit. And then I'm going to focus this every single place, even at her ends. This is moisturizing shampoo, so this is going to be really good. You know, you see how fast it's lathering up, so her hair's really clean now. And I'm gonna just focus on just gently massaging it, and then I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna pull it all the way down to the end, and make sure that it's getting clean, just all the way down to the end like that. And then after that, I'm rinsing, and then I'm going to be adding in her deep conditioner that I have mixed with her regular conditioner, and then we will let that sit for a few minutes. We're not going to do a deep condition today, and then we'll move on to moisturizing and put it on her protective style. Okay, so now I'm going to be using Aussie 3-Minute Miracle. I put some herbal essence, Hello Hydration conditioner in here. So they're just mixed together. Saves me time. It's already together. So I put a lot. I start with a lot. And Leilani, turn your head to the middle. And I just kind of try my best to evenly distribute it and focus a lot on the ends, because that's the oldest part of your hair. So you want to make sure those are really nourished with conditioner. Helps it to be more manageable when it comes time to detangle. So I'm adding more. You can lay your head down. I'm adding about the same amount. And remember, this is just mixed herbal essence, Hello Hydration, and then the 3-Minute Miracle. 3-Minute Miracle is really cheap. So is Hello Hydration. It creates a lot of herbal essence. Hello Hydration creates a lot of slip. And that's what you want when you're getting ready to detangle. So I'm just like, you know, adding it in there with pressure, just making sure it's in there really good, and then just putting my fingers through her hair, making sure it's touching as much hair as possible. And I'm gonna add a little bit more. Now I'm gonna concentrate only on the ends, which is kind of hard. Raise your head up, sweetie. So put all of that on the ends. Raise your head up more. On the ends, like that. Now I'm going to raise Leilani up. I'm gonna wrap this up for a second, and then you can put a plastic bag on there. I'm not today. This is a quick hair wash. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but I'll be right back. So this is how I wrap her hair. Go ahead. I got you. Scoot back. This is how I wrap her. Lean your head back just a little bit. This is how I wrap her hair. I'm just gently wrapping it. And then I take it and I put it around. Lean your head back a little bit. I put it, let me see. I'm wrapping it in a bun. So that's what I'm doing right now. And this is what I do. And then I'll take a clip like this. Alligator clip. If I can get it off. And I'll clip it just at the end. So it'll stay. Just gently clip it so it isn't pulling any hair. And then so that's how it is clipped up like that. And now we'll be back in a few minutes. Let it sit, let it saturate her hair, let it moisturize it. We'll rinse it out, then we'll go and do the protective style and moisturizing, the oil and all of that. Okay, so now we're just about to rinse her hair out, and what I do is I'm gonna take some cooler water, and I'm really just gonna do a quick rinse. I'm not even trying to rinse out like every drop of the conditioner like I am with the shampoo. So I'm just gonna quickly, you okay? It got on your forehead. Or water splash. Okay, close your eyes. So I'm just gonna quickly rinse. That's my hand swinging water. So turn your head toward me. Gonna quickly rinse with cool water. Just a little bit cooler. This is not cool enough. Cool water seals in the hair follicles, and I'm letting it run over my hand because it warms it up a little bit. Leilani doesn't like it to be too cool. Turn your head the other way. It seals in the hair follicle and protects the hair follicle and closes it up. You know, it kind of closes it up so nothing bad gets in there. Lets it continue to be shiny, and also promotes hair growth. In the middle, sweetie. Did you just roll your eyes? So rinsing with cool water, and then we're really done with the washing part. Now we're just gonna go on to the protective style with moisturizing, and I'll show you guys my products that I use. Now I'll show you guys how I dry your hair too. So I just, raise your head up, sweetie. I just squeeze the excess water at the bottom. There's a lot of it. Well, her hair is wrapped around my stopper. That has never happened. So just squeeze the excess water out, okay? Then what I do is I wrap it again. This helps the water. Raise your head up, sweetie. You're gonna have to raise it. You put your arms. Squeezing the excess water out. And then I'm gonna take a t-shirt. And I'm going to hold the towel, sweetie. Just the towel. And I'm gonna take the t-shirt and I'm gonna wrap it and take it actually upside down. Lean back a little bit, Leilani. Take it upside down. I'm gonna catch all of her hair. As I'm catching it, I'm gonna try to let it slide into the t-shirt. Lean your head back more. Lean your body back, sweetie. And then it's kind of gonna go in there. I'm gonna put that over her head. And then I'm gonna wrap the t-shirt around. T-shirt is softer on your hair, less frizz. It gets it dry the best, but I don't want to get all the water out because I need water so that it'll help, so that I can still keep her hair moisturized. So that's what I'm doing, and I'll be right back. Okay, now I'm just taking a towel, raising her hair up, and I'm just putting a towel around her to protect her shirt so she doesn't get too cold. And this towel, this t-shirt, I'm just taking, and I'm getting rid of just most of the excess moisture. So this is where the fun part comes in, where there's a ton of tangles and detangling. So what I do first is I concentrate on her scalp with this hair oil that I will show you guys how to make. I'll have to make a video about it. It's kind of in depth. It's several ingredients. Bring your head down, sweetie. So I'm just taking it. This is a hair dye applicator that I put the oil in. It makes it easier to distribute. And her hair is clean, so I can just, you know, apply it like this. As much as I can in her scalp, around her edges, like that. And then I'll take some in my hand, maybe like a quarter size. Okay, so my phone had got cut off, but I used the oil. I used about a quarter size of it. I put it all over her hair and in her scalp. I used the applicator tip to put in her scalp. So right now, I'm gonna re-moisten her hair because Leilani, turn your head a little bit. I already did this side. Turn your head toward me. I already did this side and braided it, moisturized it. So I'm gonna show y'all how I do it. I'm just taking a little bit of water, re-moistening her hair. I already put the oil in, And now I'm gonna take some of this Bella Curls leave-in conditioner. I'm gonna put a few pumps, okay? And I'm going to start from the top, work my way down for this first application of it. Hold still. And I'm going to make sure I concentrate on the bottom as well, making sure I'm getting the bottom pretty well, because again, the ends of your hair is the oldest and it needs a lot of moisture. Okay, I put a little bit more of the Bella, and I'm gonna only put this on the ends like this. And I'm gently detangling. I'm gonna turn the camera. I'm gently detangling and separating. I don't use combs. I use my fingers to detangle and separate her hair. Leilani, be still. Hold still. And do it gently. This is a knot, so normally knots are just shed hair that has gotten wrapped around the non-shed hair, and that's how fast it's gone. You don't have to use a comb, as long as you're patient. Her hair gets tangled a lot in the front, so does mine. So this is a huge knot right here. So I take that and I just gently separate it. Leilani's very tender-headed, so I have to be very careful or she does not. Okay, so like I said, I'm just loosening up the shed hair and detangling. And I was using the Bella Curls leave-in to do that. And we don't use combs. So here's some shed hair. And we get about this much shed hair or a little bit more every time for wash day, which is normal. Okay, so here's another knot. I'm gonna get this one out. Okay, and it's gone. Okay, so that's most of them. I'll encounter a few more as we go. I'm feeling like her hair needs a little bit more of the leave-in, so I'm just gonna put a little bit more. And I'm gonna separate it this time. I'm gonna get it ready for her braid. And so that was another tangle. Keep your head up straight. And then turn your head toward that way. Okay. Now I'm gonna separate it in threes for her. Separating it in threes. I'm having to talk loud because my son is playing something on his phone on YouTube that's very loud. Leilani, bring your head down. So I'm separating her hair in threes, and then I'm gonna go back in and I'm gonna add some hair oil to her scalp where I separated it as well. So I've already added it in the beginning, but I'm just making sure her scalp is well moisturized. And now that I've separated her hair, I'm gonna kind of take these parts and I'm gonna detangle those a little bit best I can. Make sure they're not too tangled for when it's time to braid, because if it's tangled when it's braided, it's just going to be a matted mess next time we wash. So that's what I'm doing now, and I do it kind of a fast pace but a gentle pace where I'm paying attention to where her knots are, because like I said, she's tender-headed, so it's just like trying to get the shed hair out. So the shed hair is coming out now. That part is pretty much ready to go, and I didn't get that much shed hair. So Do the same thing with this one. Leilani, hold still. You can't lean over this way.
I'm trying.
Okay, you gotta hold still best you can. So same thing here. Working my way up to the top. Trying to be gentle. Work my way up to the top. Okay, the next side. This is the front. Third piece. Trying to be gentle. Work my way up to the top. This is her worst part of her hair that's tangly. The front. Because she touches it so much and plays with it all the time. And like I said, she's tender-headed. So, alright, so we're almost done with this part. Got another tangle. So now, that's the shed hair for that. Now we're going to add another hair product. Okay, now I'm going to add this. We're trying this new Aussie Miracle Moisture. It's like an intense hydration oil with avocado and Australian jojoba oil. So I'm just going to take a few pumps. The pump is broken because I gotta mess up. I'm just going to take a few pumps of it and rub it in my hands. I'm going to start at the ends. Turn your head, please. And then work my way up to the top. I already separated her hair, but because Leilani decided she was going to turn her head, now they're not separated anymore. That's just something that happens when you have kids and you're doing their hair, of course. Turn your head toward me. So I got to re-separate it. Every time she does that, it gets tangled, so I have to detangle a little bit. So I'm taking it. Turn your head that way a little bit. I'm taking it and I'm start from the bottom. Work my no, Leilani. You can't do that, or it retangles your hair. So this stuff, I love this stuff right now. It is adding so much slip to her hair, and I'm just going all the way up. I think this is new. I don't know. I've never seen it. I got it a few weeks ago, but it really creates a lot of slip, and it really like helps so much with getting that shed hair out. And it moisturizes, so it seals in that moisture so well. And I mean, it makes the finished product look so like uniform. There's hardly any frizz. So we have those separated. Now I'm gonna show you guys how I braid. Now I'm about to braid. Leilani, turn your head. So I'm gonna start with the first piece right here. And I'm gonna, well, I need to separate the back a little bit better. Okay, turn your head in the middle. Okay. So I have 3 pieces. Actually, I'm gonna make this piece a little bit bigger. And you have 3 pieces, and turn your head toward the couch more. So I have 3 pieces, and I'm taking, I always like take the bottom first and go over the front, then tuck the third one, the middle one in the back. Turn your head toward the TV. And I just lean head over here. See, so I just follow it. You can turn your head toward me, or toward right there. Or actually turn it toward the couch again. So this one for some reason isn't as tight. So I need to make sure it's really tight because I want it to last. So I'm gonna go back in. I'm gonna make sure it's tight because I can loosen it up once I'm done braiding it. But I need to make sure that it's tight.
Not too tight.
Huh?
Not too tight.
Well, I'm not gonna make sure, it's not gonna be tight forever. I just have to make sure it's tight while I'm braiding it. Now we have a tangle, so gotta tend to the tangles. If you don't, gonna have a matted mess once the braid dries. Okay, so I'm tending to the tangle, and I'm turning head toward the couch, and I'm making sure that as I go, I'm smoothing out every section of hair.
It hurts.
It's too tight?
It really hurts.
Right here?
On the top.
On the top, right here?
Yeah, it's way too
What about
tight.
now? What about now?
It's better.
Okay. All right. So now, just braiding it, and I'm gonna I always loosen her braids up when I'm done braiding. I'll show you how. I'm just braiding it. Just a regular braid or a plait. And as I'm doing it, I'm making sure that her hair, and you're gonna have some stuff left over that will dry. But it's better to have more than enough than not enough. So doing that, and as you see, as I'm doing it, I'm making sure I'm taking my fingers and making sure all the hair is getting smoothed out. Lean over there, over toward the couch. So now I'm just finishing the braid, and when I'm done with this braid, I'm gonna add some oil to the end of the braid. As the braid gets a little uneven, I just fix it by adding more hair to each section. Sorry if you can't hear me, but the other kids are making lots of noise. Leilani, lean over, please. More. Okay, so I'm finishing the braid. Not that much. Not that much. Being head down and you'll be fine. There you go. Okay, so now I'm gonna finish this braid. So you have this left. So what I do, I take a little bit of the oil and I drop it on there. And that's gonna seal in the moisture, okay? And then now for her front, it's kind of sticking up a little bit. Sometimes, like if we're about to go somewhere, maybe not, I'll add some Carol's daughter's Frizz Tamer Edge Control, just a little bit. It's clear, and I'll kind of rub it in my hands. Her hair is wet, so I just hold her hair back, turn your head toward the couch. I'll hold her hair back like this, and I'll smooth it on like that. Okay, and then, you know, if we're feeling kind of crazy, I have my little baby hair maker. But we don't usually do this because we're exhausted after just a few minutes. But turn your head that way. So, you know, we do a little edges or something like that.
Make it a little more fancy.
Make it a little more fancy. And, but we don't have to. But that's what we do. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leilani's all done. We're going to finish this side. And so that's our wash day routine.
Bye.
Have a great day, guys. Bye.